everybody. Michelle with Triangle Social Media here, on my way back from the lake camping. And so I'm just excited because, you can work from anywhere. That's one of the benefits of what I do. I love what I do. Social media, helping businesses with their platforms, going live and doing interviews like this, and just getting to know different people in the community. So I would love to ask my guest, Jennifer, to introduce herself, and then we'll just ask her a few questions.
Absolutely. Michelle, thank you so much for allowing me to be a guest today. I'm excited to join you and your audience on behalf of my organization. So, my name is Jennifer Brown. I'm the Senior Engagement and Development Manager at CORRAL Riding Academy in Cary.
Wonderful, wonderful. And we're going to ask you a few questions about that because I'll just tell everyone I am in a women in networking group, which we are both, Jennifer and I, members of. And it's a wonderful, supportive environment for business women. And we had a tour of CORRAL and learned a lot about all the amazing things that they do. Hold on. Can you wait out there, please? Thanks. Oh, they're all coming. Shut the door, please. Sorry. So
I love it.
this is black, right? I sent the kids in to get snacks, and I said, I'm going to do my video while you're in there. They're all trying to get back in the truck.
And this is the one day they did snacks in like 2.3 seconds.
That's it. That's it. And you're like, come on, I want to go. Anyway, so yeah, we did. We had a great tour and got to see some beautiful horses, met some wonderful people. And so let me just ask, what is the main focus or mission of CORRAL?
The main focus and mission of CORRAL is to utilize equine therapy to provide access to some very amazing young ladies between the ages of 11 to 17. So you all can remember what it was like to be a teenager. And these girls have experienced trauma. They've experienced a rough hand at life, and many of us say, life was rough for me, but when we talk about you girls who have experienced very high risk situations, and we say girls with high risk from high risk situations and not high risk girls, because we don't want to identify the girls with what they've been through. We try hard to help them understand that they are not what they've been through, and they can rise above everything that they've experienced. So we use equine therapy, but we also have a very holistic approach, because not just equine therapy, we also pair them with an education manager that provides them remediation for academically, and really provides them with the support they need to get good grades. Because what we're talking about is having access to a brighter future. But what does that look like if you haven't finished high school? What does access to a brighter future look like if you have no idea what you want to be when you grow up? And oftentimes that comes with just being exposed to different things. And so we try to expose our girls to different opportunities. And in addition to that, we provide the girls with mental therapy. Well, that's a part of the equine therapy as well. So just a very holistic approach to not just dealing with their academics. We're providing them with the mentoring and just a host of wonderful things that the girls experience at the CORRAL farm.
Wow, what an intervention to really rescue, I think, young ladies from what a potentially bad pathway could be. And so I love what you all do. And so one question I think people, maybe I've heard some questions, do the girls live there, or do they just come there during the day?
That's a great question. And that is a really common question. The answer is we wish they could live here. That's the answer. But we are not a residential program. We are an after-school program, believe it or not. The girls come to our program after they have gotten out of school, and we have wonderful volunteers that pick our girls up from their homes or their schools and bring them to the CORRAL farm. And And then they are with us a couple days a week in the evening for a few hours. And then we have two versions of the program. We kind of have an intro program, and then we have a long-term program. And those programs allow the girls to be here at the farm on Saturdays as well.
Wow. So for the each of those two programs, how long is it? A set number of months or weeks, or does it depend on how they progress?
Good question. In our initial program, the girls are actually with us anywhere between 12 to 16 weeks, depending on, where we're at with our programming. It could run as much as 16 weeks. And that really, honestly, just gets the girls' feet wet, if you will, with understanding group therapy and being accountable. I think we talked about that a lot, Michelle, when you all came to visit the farm, how being accountable is so important to their success. And so it really just gets their feet wet in just really learning how to be able to operate and function in a group and having those responsibilities, and really just being able to open up and become vulnerable and share their heart. It's a really difficult thing for some of our girls. So after they have successfully completed that initial program, which is called Join the Herd, believe it or not, after they've successfully completed that part of the program, then we're able to invite them into a long-term program in which, if a girl started with us, Michelle, at 7th grade, she actually could stay with us all the way till 12th grade until she graduates from high school. So it is truly long-term and majorly transformative.
Wow, that's really in depth, and it's amazing. Now, while the girls are there, they have I'm sure you have different schedules for their therapies and things. Do they also help out the farm?
They do. And that's one of the things that is a lovely thing to watch evolve, because oftentimes when the girls first are introduced to CORRAL, very few of them have had horse experience or any type of equine backdrop. So as you can imagine, when the girls come to our farm, they're made to be here versus deciding that they want to be with us, because our girls are referred to us by juvenile justice counselors, police department, diversion departments, social workers. So as you can imagine, somebody told them, or even a judge, right? So somebody said, you have to be here because you need support. So you just put yourself in their situation. Somebody told you to go to this intervention farm, and you've never been on a farm. You don't want to smell horse poop. And so you're 13 years old, you walk onto a farm and you're like, I don't want to be here. And so oftentimes they're not excited about doing farm work. But what they begin to do is learn how it can be relaxing and it can be therapeutic, and it's a part of their responsibility, and we're holding them accountable to this work. And so absolutely, they learn how to clean tack, they learn how to they become young equestrians because they learn how to ride a horse, and they learn how to maintain the farm.
Wow. Whoa. That's such great experience. Even just life skills, right? So many benefits I see. So how you did mention some ways of how some girls would get referred to you. Is it possible for a parent or even a girl herself to reach out to apply?
Yeah,
And how would they
absolutely.
do that also?
Yeah, absolutely. So we do place priority on the girls that are coming through our referral sources, i.e., the juvenile justice crime prevention counselors and judges and things like that. Because oftentimes what we see is these girls have actually had several factors, like stacks and stacks and stacks of factors. And some of those factors could be suicidal ideation, depression, gang affiliation, getting kicked out of school, anxiety, things, sexual abuse, physical abuse. You name it. It just the list goes on, and many of these girls have experienced many of these things. So we do place priority on those referrals because we service the girls with the most risk. However, a parent, a family member, a community member could refer a girl to our program. And as we have space available, they would be placed into the program if they fit the criteria based on their risk factors. And you can do that on our website. It's www.corralriding.org. And that's riding like ride a horse, not writing like with a pen. I always have to clarify that because they go, writing? What are you writing? So CORRALriding.org.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, I have your information scrolling on the bottom of the screen there. And then also, when we're done with this video, I'm going to ask you to go to the video, and I'll share. If I didn't already share the links, I will, because we're broadcasting in about 8 different places right now. And so we want to put the links in each one of those places. People can certainly see the information there, but it's kind of helpful when you can just click through, right? So definitely invite everybody to connect with Jennifer, reach out, ask questions, visit the website. And, there might be someone that that would be a great candidate. You could either talk about that, learn maybe how to volunteer. There's so many needs, I'm sure that, and do you want to highlight any of the top needs you have that people could volunteer?
Absolutely. I'd love to do that. There are, I like to say 4 buckets, and I'm so glad that there are 2 locations because I mentioned Cary, but I didn't mention Raleigh. We do have a Raleigh location as well in the Southeast Raleigh area. But there are kind of 4 buckets in which people can support our mission when it comes to volunteering. You could support our horses. So for all of you equine lovers, if you say, I just want to be around horses need to be fed 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So we do have volunteer opportunities with supporting our horses. We have volunteer opportunities with supporting our girls. So as I mentioned, we do academic remediation, so tutors, and we do feed them when they're here. So we do need lunch and snack and drivers to bring them to the school. So those are the ones that are supporting our girls. Then we are a full business as a nonprofit. So we have marketing needs, and we have grant writing needs, and we have event needs. And so if you want to support our development team, you can join us doing that. And the last area is if you just say on a Saturday afternoon, I just want to go and mow the lawn. I just want to scoop poop. I want to do something in the atmosphere so that I can just, do some work with my hands, right? You can support our farm. And that is all sorts of different farm work. So those are the 4 areas. We would love to have you guys join CORRAL. But before I share with you exactly how you can become a volunteer, I also want to share that you can, if you say, Jennifer, I don't have time to come to CORRAL and do anything, but I would like to support your mission because, I don't have time, but I do have treasure. I.e. our pockets. So if you would like to donate to CORRAL's mission, you can do so by going to corralriding.org as well. So you can connect by giving of your treasure. You can join by giving of your time as a volunteer, or you can pray for us. We are a faith-believing and faith-motivated nonprofit. So we believe in the power of prayer. So you can definitely pray for us as well. We even have a prayer team that if you want to join and just pray once a month on Zoom, that's a great way to do it. But my next volunteer orientation happens on Saturdays. And the next one is April. I'm sorry, I was about to say April. The next one is August 13th, and it's from 9:30 to 12. And you can find out how to register there at corralriding.org.
Oh, so much great information, lots of opportunities and ways for people to get involved. And so I really encourage people to connect. And, maybe this is the answer to that thing where you want to get involved in your community and you weren't quite what to do. There's so many different avenues and buckets, like she said. So maybe this is it, right? And one way you could help, just like I'm doing a little part by doing this interview, right? It's the marketing thing. Well, guess what? You all could share this. You could tag them. You could comment. You can just highlight it, maybe put it on your page so that more people can find out about CORRAL and how to get involved, right? That's the main thing, just to kind of help spotlight their business, their ministry, and all the good work that they're doing, and just help get the word out, expand their audience, and more people can get involved. More girls' lives can be impacted, right? Bottom line. So, and the horses too, because I was reading that some of your horses, they come from abusive relationships. That those
That's
poor horses.
that's a
No,
great way to that's a great perspective and a great way to put it. But yes, our horses have their own stories, just like our girls have their own
right,
stories.
right,
So our horses are rescued. So some of them have been
yeah,
rescued from kill pens and been abused and neglected, just like our girls. And so there's
right.
this beautiful magic that happens when our girls are paired with a horse because they feel like this horse understands my story like no
Right.
other human can. And it's
Okay.
just magical.
Well, you know what? I'm so glad that we were able to connect today. Thank you so much for coming on, Jennifer. And again, we'll be adding comments in the thread after this finishes loading, and you'll see it in the places. But just if you see this, or please do your part to help by sharing and talking and connecting with Jennifer and her ministry, their Facebook page. Check out their website. Give her a call. All the good things, right?
Wonderful. And I just wanted to highlight and give kudos to our founder and executive director, Joy Curry. She is the brainchild, the inspiration, and the wonder house behind everything that we do at CORRAL. She's still involved on a daily basis. So kudos to you, Joy,
Okay.
for this amazing mission.
Thank you, Joy. Thank you, Joy. We love you. All right. Well, you have a wonderful day, and you all just enjoy. I don't know if it's going to rain. I had beautiful weather this weekend, but enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you all next Wednesday at noon. Social Soundbites with Michelle. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right. You too. Bye bye now.